Hello everyone, my name is Elynn, and I was scrolling YouTube the other day and I realised that there is a gap in the market, and that gap is videos about Minecraft. So I thought I would be really original and make a Minecraft video. As you can see, there's already stuff in my inventory because I was having issues with the recording, and so if the audio is rubbish, that is why. It will improve in the future once I know what I am doing. I also right now have to speak fairly quiet, which doesn't really help, obviously, but that will change in the future as well. I'm just gonna get mining straight away, and I'll show you anything interesting. This is a good seed. Oh, apart from the peonies. But this is... wow. Oh my god. This is so cool. I mean, the spruce is always a win, but the ice is a win. I found... oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My shift key on this laptop is a lot smaller than on my previous laptop. So oh my goodness, I missed the key. Oh, okay, it's fine. What I was going to say is I found a lush cave, which is perfect because moss, but also other stuff. Cave, axolotls. Oh my goodness, I can get axolotls. I don't know if I have the inventory space for that though. I'm sure I'll find the space, that's okay though. Oh dear. It's fine, it's alright. Yeah, I'm just going to put my music on, have a bit of a mining session, and then I'll get back to you, and it's gonna be one of those cliche, I did some mining off camera, and then there's just or it'll be nothing. I may find nothing. This may be rubbish. Only time will tell. So something did happen immediately after I pressed the record button, so I'm just going to play the entire clip with no cuts. Pretty tragic, innit? So obviously I don't have a spawn point, so I respawned at spawn. I said spawn a lot of times there, but I couldn't be bothered to go and find my grave because I have the graves data pack installed. So I just started again, and I retraced my footsteps for the most part, and I actually found a shipwreck on the way that I obviously missed the first time. The chest was pretty rubbish, but I mean the carrots are useful, and you know, armor trims are always fun, whether they're nice or not. The coast one is decent. And then I knew there were some sweet berries, so I got them just for like an easy food source. I know they're rubbish, but they're better than starving, honestly. And then I found a village that again I must have missed the first time, but again the loot in the chests was honestly really bad. I ended up getting that purple bed later because I had the wool on me to craft a bed, I'm pretty sure, but I couldn't be bothered. I was just so annoyed, and then I panicked over that iron golem because I hit the villager. And who wouldn't panic? I wanted to set sail, so I made a boat, and then I realised that I'd missed quite a lot of the village, so I wrapped back around. But how cool is that terrain right there? Like, I don't think I've ever seen terrain like that, and it's actually given me quite a good idea for the future. But who knows, I might not do anything with that idea, probably won't. I gathered the pumpkins and I gathered all the wheat I could to make a bit of extra bread, which was only 2 pieces, but that's alright. And then I found another shipwreck. The first chest again was it was okay, but the second chest, that's pretty good. That was pretty nice, I will admit. I found some more very interesting terrain, and then I was attacked by a spider, a zombie and a skeleton, so I ran to the corner of the cliff, which probably wasn't very smart. However, I made it, as you'll see, and I just camped there overnight, and then when it was light I went exploring again, and I found this really cool mountain that I did think there's probably an ancient city under there. I'm hoping so, because that would be very nice. But the goats are also quite cool. I've never really played around with goats in Minecraft before. I know they're not very interesting, but it's something new, so I might make some goat things later. But isn't that a really lovely winter wonderland over there? I don't know if I'll do something in time for Christmas, but who knows? Could make Candy Cane Land or something, as I found a really nice spot for my house. I wanted to settle in that valley just in front of me because it's just, I don't know, it's just so nice, and I always tend to build high up, so I thought it would be quite interesting to build somewhere a bit lower down, just because it'll probably bring some new challenges. And there is the seed in chat if you would like it. So here I'm just exploring the area, just honestly seeing if it's a good place to build, and I want to kind of flatten that bottom layer out eventually, not completely obviously, but just a little bit so it's nicer. And because I travelled all this way without crafting tools other than I think a wooden shovel, I got some cobblestone, I put down a crafting table and a chest, and I made some very basic tools, and then I had a tiny mining trip. Planted my sweet berries obviously, because like I said, easy food source. And then I remembered there was some water in like the side of the mountain, so I made a bucket, because obviously a bucket's very useful when you go mining, and I went and collected the water. I did think about getting the lava, but that would be a stupid thing to do because that is useless. There was quite a lot of iron and coal, which was quite nice. And then when I came back up, there were so many zombies. I thought there was a spawner, but I didn't see one, so I think I was just very unlucky with the spawn here. But that's fine. As you can see, pro gamer. No, of course not. But like I said, I want to flatten out the area, so I collected quite a lot of dirt. Not too much, I think it was like 2 or 3 sacks in total, but I just started filling in that lowest level, and then I want to kind of make this a little mine entrance later on, so I covered it up. And as I said, went on a little mining trip, found an emerald, which is pretty cool, collected some dripstone. I made my way down here hoping to find some diamonds or something interesting, and I actually found a mine shaft, which was pretty cool. Immediately after this, some very cool things happened, however something very stupid also happened. I found an ancient city. I found a ward armor trim. I even got some soul lanterns for myself. However, I spawned the warden and panicked, and I also forgot to record the entire thing. So as you can see, grabbing some lanterns and dipping, because I'm not going to fight the warden today. Luckily for me, the entrance to the ancient city was a waterfall. If there wasn't a waterfall down, I definitely wouldn't have gone, but obviously easy escape route. And I was so glad to be out. I mean, it was a wildly unsuccessful trip. However, I'm not fighting the warden, and I found some cherry, which was great, but I punched so many leaves. Finally got a sapling, and then gathered some resources to start building a house. As you can see, very stony foundation, which I did have to destroy quite a lot of and then rebuild, but I think it turned out alright in the end, so, you know, and then it's sped up so you can't really see, but I did clutch that water bucket drop. I'm not really used to building things that are like built into a hill or a mountain, but this obviously wasn't very difficult because it was quite a small area that I had to not excavate, but well, I mean, you can see. Then, like I said earlier, I wanted to make that a little mine entrance, so I got crafting some stairs, obviously 3 wide, because you can't have a mine entrance that isn't 3 wide, it's just an unspoken Minecraft rule. The reason I started the mine is because I wanted to get some deep slate. I quite like all the deep slate blocks, I think most people do, to be honest, and with the house design that I had in mind, it's just the block that I feel would fit best. Also, it's fairly easy to get, it's just obviously annoying because you have to dig all the way down. But look, I dug into more skulk. That's ridiculous, there's more. I'll keep it in mind that it's there because it's good XP, it's a fun block to work with. But look, I found diamonds. But my iron pickaxe had broken, so I had to go all the way back up, craft an iron pickaxe, came back down. There were 19 diamonds here. That's crazy. There were 19. I think it was 2 veins. Yeah, mad. And I also had that one. So I had 20 diamonds. So I made some armor, but I didn't want to put it on and like wear down the durability yet, so I saved it until I get the enchantment table, and obviously I crafted a pickaxe, you've got to craft a pickaxe, and then I started work on the roof. It's a fairly simple design, I don't really feel I need to explain anything. It doesn't look the nicest, but it works. And then I went to explore for some sand and I came across this jungle, and so I got some melon because it's just a good, well, it's not a good food source at all, but it's pretty easy. And then I realised that I would start needing to kill cows soon for leather, so I did that. And I found some sand to gather, but annoyingly it was underwater, but it was fine. And then again, needed more leather, so I killed some horses. Smallish beings would be proud. And then I remembered that my house needs a floor because I don't really want a grass floor, so I used some of the sand because I collected quite a lot because obviously it's far away, wanted to collect a lot, and I used sandstone because I just think it looks quite nice. It's a gridless block really, so it just looks quite nice and smooth. And then obviously what I really needed the sand for was the windows. Then I used some deep slate for the stairs, only because I couldn't be bothered to get some more, to smelt some more stone to make stone stairs. And then I put some shaders on to see how it looks. As you can see, it's a bit laggy because with the recording and everything, it's quite laggy. Those are soul lanterns, it's just that the texture, the shaders just make them look like regular lanterns. But as you can see, I've started the bookshelves, and yeah, this is the first episode of my Minecraft series. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I hope to see you in the next one.